Hi dear viewers, in today's lecture we are going to talk about vocabulary again. I'm sure you all like vocabulary, and I also hope that this lecture fascinates all of you. So as you see over here, I have come up with a few slides on vocabulary. The first word we have here is abyss. Now abyss means, now this is the word abyss. Let me write it here for you so that I'll explore to you in detail what this word is. Abyss basically means, to humiliate someone. To humiliate someone, or to rather, lower somebody in esteem or respect. And now it is not a good, it does not convey a good meaning, it gives a negative meaning. It gives a negative meaning. Its meaning is negative, so we have to keep this in mind. The meaning is negative. Now, I'm sure viewers, you might be able to see the sentence where this word has been, put into use. I wouldn't abase myself by getting into an argument with him. Now, the speaker is saying that I don't want to humiliate myself, or I don't want to, lower myself in prestige or in respect by getting into an argument with him, because he's a kind of person who would never entertain any sort of argument, right? And I can give you one more sentence over here. We should not abase ourselves in the eyes of others. In the eyes of others, right? So I'm sure you know right now what the meaning of abase is. The next word we have here is abdicate. Now abdicate means to discard or to relinquish. I'm going to give you some explanation of the word abdicate. The word we have here is abdicate. Now abdicate means to just discard something. It means to discard something. It could mean to abandon something, or it also means to relinquish something. So this is what the meaning of abdicate is. Now I can give you a sentence over here, and the sentence would be, the sentence is, do not abdicate your responsibility. I mean, whatever responsibility you have, try to fulfill it and do not abdicate it. So this is what abdicate means, right? So the word abdicate basically means to cast off, to discard, or to relinquish. All right, and the next word we have in line is, as we have discussed the word abdicate, so the next word would be, we have here is aberrant. Now the next word we have is, I'm sure you guys can see it, it is aberrant. Now aberrant means, the word aberrant basically means which is not normal, or we can say something which is abnormal, which is abnormal, or something which is unusual. Unusual. I mean, you do not see it often. So you call that thing as aberrant. Like you can see that if I am to make a sentence of this word, it would be I was shocked. I was shocked at his aberrant behavior. Aberrant behavior. Now this means that he does not usually behave in this manner. The way he behaved when I met him. So it literally shocked me, or he, just astonished me with his aberrant behavior, right? So this is what aberrant is. And the next word we have in line is, since we are talking about these wonderful words, so I feel like, discussing a few more so that you viewers can take some benefit from these words. The next word we have here is abeyance. Now, abeyance is a word that means a state of inactivity, a state of temporary inactivity, when something is not happening. When something is not happening. So that is called abeyance. If I want to give you a sentence, it would be the project has been held in abeyance. The project has been held in abeyance. The project has been held in abeyance. Now this is one sentence that I've written over here. And then the next word we have here is abnegation. Abnegation. Now abnegation basically means self-denial. Denying something or not doing something, that is called abnegation. So if I give you a sentence, or rather I would go with this sentence, which is, quite interesting. And the sentence is, abnegation of responsibility is bringing with it the anarchy, chaos, and violence in society. It means that when people do not, especially the leaders or the people who are in power, if they do not fulfill their responsibilities, so their abnegation of, their assigned responsibilities will bring anarchy, chaos, and violence, and even lawlessness in the society, and then the society will suffer. So we have got to be careful of this word. Now we have a word over here which is anarchy, right? Anarchy is a word that is used here. Anarchy means when there is absence of law. When there is absence of law, absence of law, when the law is not acting, when there is no proper order in a society, when things are, out of control, when there is violence, when there is disorder in a society. So that state is called anarchy. If I give you a sentence, we cannot afford any sort of anarchy in our country. Any sort of anarchy in our country. Like, we won't be able to afford it, or we won't be able to put up with it. So anarchy is something when, when people are exercising their own, will, or when they're not abiding by the law, or when, they are not exercising restraint. So that is called anarchy. And the other word we have here is chaos. The other word we have is chaos. Chaos also means afra tafri. So you can say that the unemployment or the widespread unemployment and the skyrocketing inflation have led to widespread chaos in the country. The country had unemployment accompanied by skyrocketing inflation, which altogether had a compounding effect, and that compounding effect was chaos, which literally made the country pay a very heavy price for it. So this is what chaos means. And as we talk about abnegation, so abnegation means to deny fulfilling your own responsibility. Abrogate means to cancel by authority. If you people remember, dear viewers, there was Article 370, if I'm not mistaken, which was in place in Kashmir, and then the Indian government had abrogated that. So what the Indian government did was they removed that article which was in place there, which provided the Kashmiris with some sort of autonomy in their own region, but the Indian state had abrogated that. All right, and then we have the next word we have, which should be the last word of this very lecture, and the last word which we have is abstruse. Now, abstruse means when something is abstruse, it is not clear. Abstruse means unclear. Abstruse means unclear, right? If I say the lecture is abstruse, and that means I cannot understand it. It is unclear, and whatever you are saying is abstruse. I cannot comprehend it, or it's beyond my comprehension. I cannot fathom what you're saying, or I cannot understand what you're saying. Dear viewers, as you can see that we on and off, I would rather say not on and off, frequently come live on our page. We share informative videos with you, informative lectures with you on different topics related to the English language. We discuss the grammar part, we discuss the writing part, and also the vocabulary part as well. If you people want to provide yourselves with quality English learning environment or with quality English learning platform, I guarantee that Expressive English Language Center is an institute that provides you with a conducive environment to polishing your language skills, to improving your language proficiency, and to overcoming your fear of public speaking, your fear of writing in English, your fear of communicating in English. So if you have any if you have a desire to improve your language skills, you have the right platform. If you cannot join us physically, we also provide online classes. We have recently started our fresh English language class from basic to advanced level. The timing is 4 to 6 p.m. We have 2 hours classes. In 1 hour we teach you the grammatical concepts, the theory of grammar, what grammar is and how it functions. So we make you go through the practical usage of grammar in the English language. And in the second hour we put you into a speaking environment. We make you speak, we make you have conversation with your fellow classmates, thereby giving you the opportunity to overcome your shyness, to overcome your hesitation, and to start speaking English with great confidence and great panache. So if you want to polish your skills, if you want to improve your skills, and if you want to work on your communication skills, your writing skills, or even your reading comprehensions, you may consider joining Expressive English Language Center, regardless of the fact regardless of wherever you are. It does not really matter, because right now we are providing our online classes. So the e-learning platform that we are providing is totally amazing. Consider joining us in order to experience metamorphosis, in order to have a transformative experience. I would like to sign off. I'll catch you back soon in the next lecture. Thank you very much.